Hello, and welcome back to the M2 Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Lanty. My co-host right here is Kyle Heath. This is a show where we cover gaming industry-related news of the last week. This week, we're going to dive a little bit into EA. It has announced their completion of an acquisition, basically to a Saudi Arabian-backed conglomerate, I guess, if you want to call it. It's like multiple different entities, but we'll get into what that is. Call of Duty Black Ops 2, a bit of an update. I know, it's been 14 years. It's apparently one of the best-selling games in 2026. I don't know if that's good or if that's just like a bad sign of what the industry is right now, but interesting nonetheless. We're going to dive into it. We're also going to talk about how the industry has been in general making really good games, but they're difficult to find. And Xbox leak says that there should be planning backwards compatibility. We'll see if it's like actually any merit to stand on. But before we begin, Kyle, how you been, dude? What have you been up to? And are you doing good?
I'm doing good, man. You want to know what game I played?
Yeah, talk to
A,
me.
a great game that just came out on Tuesday. It is called Big Walk. We've seen this game plenty of times throughout their various showcases. It is an indie game. It's a friend slap if you want to call it that.
My buddies were telling me to download it. Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, dude, you should play it with them. There's no
I heard it's
debate.
amazing.
There's no debate. There's no nothing. No, you gotta play that game. Yeah,
It
no,
literally came out this week, so you've
yep,
been playing it for a couple of days.
yep. It's yeah, dude. We put about 4 hours in or so. But dude, it's great. It's a good time. It's one of those games. It's great. Obviously, you're walking around and you're doing various challenges around a giant map, and the whole thing, like kind of the whole premise around it is they encourage you to really spend time with your friends. And so, like, if you're in like a Discord or something, they recommend before you start the game, it's like, all right, you're like, mute your mic and stuff on Discord or whatever chat service you're using. Use the
Yeah,
comms
game
in
chat
game.
only, right?
Yeah, like game chat
Yeah.
only. That's it, and it's great, man. The audio is fantastic. There's many times where you're talking, you're on top of a mountain or something, you hear echoes and stuff like that. It's really cool. It's very immersive. So I would highly recommend if you got 3 friends or even, another friend or 2 friends or whatever, I would highly recommend playing this game because the challenges are a lot of fun. There's little puzzles and stuff. It requires you to communicate, obviously. So it's a very good time. That's what I played so far. And I feel like I don't even know if we're halfway through the game. I have no idea. I'm not like looking to see how long it takes to beat or anything because I'm just like, I just want to enjoy it, the here and the now,
It's really cool, man.
So yeah,
Yeah,
we're playing that.
it's listed as 25% off on Steam right now, and that's crazy because it just came out. But 4.5 star, 2,000 plus reviews, and it's on PS5. So that's pretty sick.
Yeah, I would highly recommend it again to anyone. You got friends to play with, you should do it. It's a lot of fun. It's a great time. It's very immersive, and I've been enjoying it. So that's honestly like I feel like game wise, that may have been all I played. I'm not gonna lie. Outside of that, it's been a very big movie week for me actually. Over the weekend,
Odyssey. Yeah.
I mean, well, Odyssey I saw weeks ago. However, new Spider-Man came out this past weekend. Had to go see that. It was very good. Highly recommended. Uh, it was a great time. It's grossed almost $1 billion over the weekend. It's phenomenal. It's like I think it's outperformed Avengers Endgame in terms of like the amount it's grossed in one weekend. It's pretty crazy. And it was nuts too. Like going to the theater, one of the theaters I frequent. It's obviously has like the snacks and drink kiosk at the front, like where you get your food and stuff like that. But
Oh yeah.
within the tunnels, and the other theaters do this, but like within the tunnels, there's like little side kiosks that you can get drinks and snacks from. But they're almost never open. It's like they're always closed. It's kind of like the front kiosk is enough; they never have to open them. Well, Spider Man was in such demand, they had those side kiosks open, so that's how you know
Nice.
it's a busy weekend. And it's very I can't even remember the last time I've seen those open. So that's any indication how busy of a weekend it was. So yeah, but yeah, movie's phenomenal. Highly recommend everyone see it if you can. But outside of that, I don't know why. Like I was in like a very cyberpunk kind of mood. Like I was just like I was feeling some cyberpunk. So I decided Blade Runner 2049 I've never seen, but I'm like that's the vibe. That is cyberpunk. So I decided to turn that on. I ended up watching that. Really enjoyed it. I had never seen it. So
Do you enjoy it?
oh yeah, it was great.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. Enjoyed that movie, and then I was like, I really like Ryan Gosling. He's an amazing actor. So I was like, there's a lot of movies for Ryan Gosling I haven't seen. So I proceeded to see Drive because I'd never seen Drive, and that was another phenomenal movie. And then about a day later, I saw The Nice Guys with him and Russell Crowe. Another really, really funny movie. It was very well done. So yeah, I don't know. I just like binged Ryan Gosling stuff kind of after I saw Spider Man, and I don't know, it's
It's awesome.
quite the weekend. So I was really just catching up on that, get myself cultured. So
About
yeah,
time. No, I'm just kidding.
but no, it was a lot of fun. Great movies. I'd recommend them to anyone if they haven't seen them. So it's just yeah, a lot of that. I think I maybe seen something else, but I can't remember off the top of my head. So I watched a lot. Watched a very big watch weekend for me. So did that. I told you earlier I saw Ted Lasso. Season 4 dropped at the time of recording this on Wednesday. So I watched that before the show. It was really good. Season 4, episode 1. So that was really good. But,
Yeah. It's on Paramount or is it on Apple TV? I always
Apple.
forget.
It's on Apple.
Okay.
Little
Yeah.
Apple. So yeah, saw that. I don't know. I consumed a lot of media. Did play one game, and it was a great game. So that was my that was my week. Yeah. Did you play anything, Mike? Did you watch anything? What'd you do?
I'm still playing King Shot on the mobile game from time to time. Most of my time actually was just like laying around not doing anything. I had like company over at the house, so we played a whole bunch of Super Mario on the Switch, like Mario Party and stuff like that. Played a lot of that. Kind of went out to the town, explored a little bit. Companies in town, I typically try not to like game too much
Makes sense.
unless they want to.
Makes sense.
So I've been like I think I played a little bit of Halo over the weekend. Not too much. We have the tournament next week, so we'll record right before the actual LAN starts. But it'll be good. We got pretty much everything accounted for. We need to go out and get a couple more Xboxes or search down people that have them, and we should be good to go. To be honest, I had to make a booking to get some tables and chairs just because this they don't really have them at this next spot, so I need to go out and buy a whole bunch just to make sure we're good. But I'm looking forward to it,
Oh,
man. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
so we have an actual in-person tourney going on. Is what you're saying?
Oh yeah, yeah. Remember what I did last year in at the lake,
Yes.
doing the same thing, same exact thing, just different lake. A little bit closer to the casino because some of the guys want to go and check it out.
My
So
dogs.
yeah, pretty much. Um, I am going to be taking Thursday through Monday off, which will be really really nice. Um, just I feel like I'm finally catching up with work. Feel pretty good
Yeah,
about it. I got like
that's
one
good.
more thing I got to do after the pod just to make sure I'm fully caught up, and then I'm basically like I'm chilling, man. I'm just gonna try to use this opportunity to trade the people that we recently hired, get them up to speed, and then try to get ahead of everybody else. And I told the guys, I was like, here, I don't want to be the type of person that kind of like rewards you with more work. But if we're in a lull right now, we should take advantage of that and get ahead.
This
So
is
then it's
correct.
like, yeah, so like let's just get ahead, maintain being ahead. That way, when something comes up last minute, we're not scrambling and like falling behind.
That's
Because
the
that's
play.
all my life's been over the year. It's like, ugh.
That's the
So
play.
that's mostly what I've been doing. I played a little bit of Doom, some more. One of the games I've been meaning to go back to, and honestly, one of the articles I'll mention too, is Doom. I want to go back to Doom, but the article that we're not choosing today to talk about is apparently somebody got Doom to run in MS Paint at 30 frames per
The
second.
original. The OG.
Yeah, I kind of want to get that set up and working on the work laptop. Don't tell anybody, but that'd be kind of funny. Just in there
Funny.
stressing in my office, just like
I just
having a
be in
good
my
time.
office. I'm just at my desk. Like my desk is facing a wall, so I'm just at my desk, and then like someone approaches my desk, I'm just like quickly exit. It's like, yeah, I was just working.
Yeah, I was just drawing stuff in paint, man. Just working on some diagrams.
Funny times.
Yeah, man. Mostly just getting excited for sports, dude. We don't have
Seriously,
a whole lot going on other than baseball. I'm not really interested in. Charlotte FC's been playing pretty good in the League Cup, and now I'm just like, bring on the Premier League, bring on NFL. I got to plan
hey
the
man.
draft because I'm the commissioner. Made a mistake there. Took on too many
Yeah, that's
responsibilities.
a large responsibility that I fortunately don't have. So yeah, but that's coming up. So I'm excited about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things every year, like preseason football stuff comes around, and I'm just like, it's a good second monitor content. Like if I'm doing something, I'll just like throw it up, and every now and again, be like, oh look, this fourth stringer made a play. So it's kind of one of those things.
Yeah.
But Premier League, I'm trying. I'm gonna make an effort to be more engaged. Premier League this year,
Good
right?
luck.
Try.
You're gonna have to wake up
I,
early,
I don't.
brother.
I don't know if I'm gonna make every game. I'm gonna try and make as many games as I can. be involved with the boys. You know what I mean? So
Dude,
I got
I'd be waking up
the
at like
calendar
6
circled.
o'clock. I'd be waking up at 6 o'clock on the weekend and going down to the pub and drinking ciders. It's
That's
like
the way to do it.
early in the morning. It's
That's the way to do it.
brutal.
Yeah, but I saw there's the first Everton match, I believe. It is USA Network, so I don't got to get Peacock. I'll get it at some point, but like I don't got to get it week one, which is nice, so I can just watch it
No.
on TV.
Honestly, the first weekend is usually the best because it's so dramatic. You get to see like the new signings get out there and play, like new tactics, new managers. The stories start building themselves. It can be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
yeah.
We had Peacock coming with a YouTube Premium membership for free this fall at some point, so I won't even have to pay for Peacock. That'd be nice.
Wait. So if you have YouTube Premium, you can get Peacock for free?
Yeah, they worked out a deal like a week ago, and so they don't have a date set yet, but they're like, yeah, if you have YouTube Premium, Peacock will be included. So it's pretty nice.
I got to figure out who pays for Peacock in the house
Yeah,
because I got YouTube Premium.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be included soon. So yeah, worth noting for all my YouTube Premium subscribers out there.
Well, heck yeah, dude. How about we go ahead and jump into the first bit articles?
I would agree. I would agree. Should we talk about EA announcing completion
For
of their
sure.
acquisition? We've talked about EA being acquired by some Saudi investors, private investors, if you will. I can't remember how long ago, but it was a while ago. And well, as of August 4th, 2026, that acquisition is official. This is coming from Electronic Arts themselves, their own blog. So there's no author. I'm just gonna say Electronic Arts is the author. That's what I'm gonna say. 'Cause we don't really have one. So
It is. It's a blog spot, basically.
just a blog. So EA announces completion of acquisition by PIF, Silver Lake, and Affinity Partners. EA announced completion of this acquisition. EA positioned to accelerate creativity and innovation to shape the future of entertainment. Consortium brings long-term capital, sector enterprise, or expertise, rather, and strategic support to advance EA's next chapter. So from Redwood City, California, this was reported. Electronic Arts Inc., EA or Electronic Arts, a global leader in interactive entertainment, today announced that its acquisition by PIF, Silver Lake, and Affinity Partners has successfully closed. The consortium's agreement to acquire EA was previously announced on September 29th of 2025 and was approved by EA stakeholders or stockholders at the special meeting of stockholders held on December 22nd, 2025. This moment recognizes the extraordinary people whose creativity, ambition, and passion have made EA one of the world's leading interactive entertainment companies, said Andrew Wilson, chairman and CEO of Electronic Arts, which we just reported last week. Got a fat bonus. Got a fat check. You know what I'm saying, Mike?
What was it? $38.6
Yeah.
billion?
Something like
Was that it? Yeah.
Good times.
Absurd, dude.
Times.
If I remember that correctly, that's nuts.
Yeah.
I had the best memory ever.
Crazy bonuses.
Doubt.
Nuts.
Mm-hmm.
We're entering the next chapter from a position of strength with partners who share our vision and ambition. Together, we'll invest boldly, accelerate innovation, and build the next generation of games and experiences for the hundreds of millions of players and fans who inspire us every day. Having been a minority investor in the company for more than 5 years, we have a deep understanding of EA's unique platform, massive global sports and gaming franchises, and iconic IP, said Turkey Alnoway. Jeez. You know?
I thought you were going to say on a way.
Deputy Governor and Head of International Investments at PIF. Entertainment and sports are key areas of strategic focus for PIF and are among the fastest growing and evolving sectors around the world. Together, the consortium is uniquely positioned to be a long-term partner to EA's management team and driving sustained growth and innovation for EA in the industry. EA's franchises are some of the most beloved in entertainment, combining exceptional creative talent with a relentless focus on players, said Egon Durbin. See, Egon, thank you for having an easy name. Should I say it? Thank you, Egon. I'm probably saying Egon wrong too. I don't know.
Nah, that one actually looks right.
Egon Durbin, CEO and managing partner of Silver Lake. As long-term investors in technology, we admire how EA's innovation fuels imagination and human connection. We're proud to join with PIF and Affinity Partners to invest heavily in EA's growth, including what AI can do to enhance game development and player experience, and excited to partner with Andrew and the EA team as they raise the bar for fans everywhere. We're bringing AI.
You're always bringing in AI. Everybody's bringing
I
in
mean,
AI.
yeah,
Leave Brittany alone.
this guy.
Oh,
I mean,
you're
hey,
sipping.
Gen AI. That's all I'm saying. People are gonna love it. People are gonna hate it. Pushing it.
I have a love hate. It depends. Like if you
Same.
curate it and it can actually like speed up your processes to make you more efficient, that's awesome. But if you're just using it for meme lord activity, like what are you doing?
That's what I'm saying. EA has created stories, characters, and communities that have become part of everyday life for hundreds of millions of people, said Jared Kushner, Chief Executive Officer of Affinity Partners. Good old Jared Kushner. All right, I'm just going to move on. We're excited to support the company as it continues to reach new audiences, inspire the next generation of creators, and expand the ways people around the world connect through play. With the transaction complete, EA stockholders will receive $210 in cash for each share of EA common stock they owned as of the closing. EA's common stock has ceased trading and will be delisted from NASDAQ. That's right. You invest in EA in the stock market? Guess what? Private, baby.
Hide the baby. Hide the kids.
Private.
Hide the wife.
Advisors. Oh, man. You got Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs Company LLC served as EA's financial advisor. And Watchdale Lipton, Rosen and Katz served as EA's legal advisor. It just lists off a bunch of like legal people. Hey, if you're interested, it's a lot of legal partners involved, right? Just leave it at that. I could go through, Dunn Crutcher LLP. It's a crazy name, but
They're all named after people's last names.
yes, all these,
Yeah.
very expensive
Some
people.
senior partner advisor that swindled the win.
They go on about electronic arts. You know what? We'll describe it for those listening that don't know electronic arts. I'd question how you don't know them, but you know what? We will include you. Electronic Arts is a global leader in digital interactive entertainment. The company develops and delivers games, content, and online services for internet-connected consoles, mobile devices, and personal computers. Fiscal year 2026, EA posted GAAP net revenue of approximately $7.5 billion. Headquartered in Redwood City, California, EA is recognized for a portfolio of critically acclaimed, high-quality brands such as EA Sports FC, Battlefield, Apex Legends, The Sims, EA Sports, Madden NFL, EA Sports College Football, Need for Speed, Dragon Age, Titanfall, Plants vs. Zombies, and EA Sports F1. More information on EA is available at their website. So, I mean, you can,
Lock it
if
in.
you click the article down there in the link below, then you see the website. So it's all there.
Yeah, pretty much. It's slightly redundant, to be honest. But
Sure is. And there's some information about the investors. So,
that's kind of
PIF.
what. Yeah.
PIF,
PIF is.
one of the world's
Go
most impactful investors. See, like I read stuff like this, I'm like, all right, you gotta buzzword it up. You gotta throw in a couple things, make it look good.
A lot of this is definitely buzzword because it's like EA is on the stock market. So it's like you got to get the investors involved and you got to make sure you hit the right algorithm to make sure that the bots that are now trained to buy and sell based on like hype will make money. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, let's just. I'll read these. I'll go through each investor so that we get a buzzwordy overview, if you will. Each one. PIF is one
Hmm.
of the world's most impactful investors, enabling the creation of key sectors and opportunities that help shape the global economy, deliver returns, and drive the economic transformation of Saudi Arabia. The gaming and esports industry is one of the priority sectors, contributing to the diversification of the local economy, while at the same time driving investment returns. About Silver Lake. Silver Lake is a global technology investment firm with approximately $114 billion in combined assets under management and committed capital, and a team of professionals based in North America, Europe, and Asia. Silver Lake portfolio companies collectively generate more than $307 billion in revenue annually and employ approximately 433,000 people globally. Is it bad that I've never heard of Silver Lake? Or is this like just something I'm not privy to? I don't know.
Kind of. Silver Lake is one of those giant conglomerates that are like kind of everywhere. Um, but maybe I've heard about it more because it's like I kind of work in like technology slash consulting, so I see a lot of these names,
Gotcha.
and yeah, and also I think it's a cool name, to be honest.
It's kind of right.
Yeah.
Affinity Partners is the Miami-based investment firm founded in 2021 by Jared Kushner, with over $6 billion under management and a team of 30 plus professionals. Affinity focuses on growing equity and technology investments at scale with a flexible mandate across industries and geographies. That's all I gotta say about that.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say. Cautionary statement regarding forward-looking statements. Some statements set forth in this release contain forward-looking statements that are subject to change. Statements including words such as anticipate, believe, expect, intend, estimate, plan, predict, seek, goal, will, may, likely, should, could, and the negative of any of those terms. Future and similar expressions are also identify forward-looking statements. These forward-looking statements include, but are not limited to, and it is like I'm just reading like contract terms at this point.
Yeah, it's a little bit repetitive, but how do you feel about the overall purchasing that's happened? I mean, I kind of always knew that it was going to go through. I was a little bit disappointed when I saw who was going to be the people buying EA, but at the same time, it's like, oh no, the worst company you know just became worse. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's one of those. I don't. Who's going to be excited about this? I'm curious because I always like doing this. Electronic Arts stock. Let's see. Did they get a jump today? Let's do a 5 day.
Gotta find out before we get shut down.
It is up 0.39%, 2% off the month. But like, when was the actual announcement? I have a feeling it was September 25th, 2025, because they went from $170 a share to $200 a share. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's what
And it
it's what the
basically
article
was
said.
EA was previously announced on September 29th. So, yeah, a little bit of insider trading. You know the deal. That's how we operate, bro. Got to make sure that the Kushner Empire gets that money.
That's how it is.
Yeah,
That's how it is. But yeah,
really is, honestly.
I don't know, to your point, like, yeah, your least favorite company just got least favorable. That's kind of how it goes.
That's kind of how it feels,
That's
though.
yeah,
Like, I don't
that's
want to be
pretty
too
accurate.
negative, but
I mean, that's accurate.
that's
All
just how
right,
it
whatever. Like,
feels.
not dropping a lot of heat for me anyway. I mean, some people love
Nah, not
EA
really.
Sports FC, but hey, man, I haven't played it since 2014, so
Not even a little bit. No, it's tough. It is tough, but yeah, there are a lot of EA good. Like, there's a lot of good EA games out there, but they've been slipping for a while. So maybe this is just a cash grab for the senior execs just to get out, you know. But
but they're innovators and creativity, Mike.
okay, agree, disagree. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't really have like anything crazy positive to say about this. Just kind of like, all right, they got worse. Yay, congrats. Now, you could take Madden NFL games and continue just reskinning every year. You know.
I've actually seen more and more pushback about like FIFA. More and more stuff was trending on Twitter about that because people noticed that the graphics in 2014 are better than the ones that just came out, and the animations and everything look
Oh
better.
no.
So it's just, yeah, a little bit regressive.
Oh no.
It happens though.
I think we need something
hmm
that's possibly more positive and or more negative, depending on how you look at it.
I think the rest of these articles are fairly positive. It's just a different little. We gotta stay on the bright side. I'm gonna just start off with the sad one. Now we can get into like some more fun stuff because I feel like we've done the opposite so many episodes where it's like, oh, this is awesome,
It's
and now you're
just
bummed.
downhill after
See
the
you
first
later.
article.
Yeah, yeah, but this one's gonna be pretty cool. So IGN wrote this article. Well, technically, Cade Onder over here at IGN wrote this article. It's called "14 Years After Its Release, Call of Duty: Black Ops 2 is one of 2026's best-selling games according to analysts." Okay, what do they mean by that? Let's get into it. So, the recent PS4 and PS5 ports of Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 are already some of the best selling games of the year, according to analysts. Last month, Activision surprised Call of Duty fans by dropping ports of Black Ops 1 and 2 on modern PlayStation consoles. Activision has somewhat notoriously avoided re releasing other Call of Duty games, as fans speculate that it would distract players from the newer games that are more lucrative for the publisher. Still, it seems that after Black Ops 7 failed to meet expectations last year, these ports were put into production to earn back player trust and generate some cash as well. Yeah, of course. Got to go back to the basics. Capitalizing on nostalgia, buddy.
Of course.
So that plan worked absurdly well, as Alinea Analytics. I always pronounce her name wrong every single time. Alinea? I
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't know either.
They're the website that basically just runs a whole bunch of analytics, a lot of them on video games. So the estimates that Black Ops 2 sold a whopping 8.2 million on PS4 and PS5 last month, while Black Ops 1 sold 3 million. That's crazy. The firm is estimated that the games collectively generated 435 million on PlayStation. The two are estimated to be the two highest selling PlayStation titles of July, with Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced trailing in third with 1.6 million copies, roughly half the copies of number of copies sold as a 16-year-old game. Bro, I mean, like, it kind of goes to show it's just like, why are people going back to old games so much? Is it nostalgia? Like they missed the time when they were playing the games, or were those games just genuinely better and more fun?
I mean, they're not mutually exclusive. I think it's both. Like it's a combination of both. Bit of both.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. That should be like a psychological study. I could see that being fun for people. Anyways,
Yeah.
let's continue on. The best Call of Duty campaigns. Okay. This is a rather astonishing amount and would make Black Ops 2 one of the best selling games of 2026, period. At the beginning of July, Alenia estimated that the third best selling games of 2026 were Mecha Chameleon at 12.6 million copies, and EA's FC26 at 9.1 million, and Resident Evil Requiem at 7.5 million. By the end of July, Capcom confirmed Requiem had just passed 8 million units sold, so those estimates seem fairly on point. With that said, it looks like Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is among the top 5 best selling games of the year so far. Another notable part of this story is that these ports haven't made any significant changes from their original versions. There are no new features or content, even the technical aspects largely remain unchanged. It's unclear how much Activision paid developer Iron Galaxy to put these ports together, but they likely didn't spend nearly as much as needed for a remaster or remake. Whether this will open the door to more Call of Duty ports remaining to be seen, but vocal fans are hoping to see a return of the original Modern Warfare 2 in the future. Activision's reign is far from over, though, as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 is set to release this October. While it was released during a very busy season, it will still likely sell gangbusters as the Modern Warfare sub franchise is the most revered part of Call of Duty. I think that's fair to say, but I mean, Modern Warfare for a while now has been like meh. I like the relaunch a little bit. Just bring me back 2v2 Blueprint so I can hit up my buddy that drinks too much and then we can play late nights and have fun. That's all I want to
True.
do.
True.
I love talking trash to like kids that have been playing for a while on like the new Call of Duty and we're doing 2v2 Blueprint. But if we're both over here, grown men just smashed, it's late at night, not going out, just playing games. Kind of miss that a little bit. That's my nostalgia.
Yeah.
Bad habits for sure.
It's good stuff. Yeah. That was the best part of the most recent CODs was the blueprint. 2v2. Yeah, it was great stuff. And like lobby chat. It's amazing. Um
Oh yeah.
yeah, I mean I think it's interesting to see that Black Ops 2 it's like gets re-released and all of a sudden it's like hit crazy numbers. And it's probably in hindsight probably shouldn't be much of a surprise. I mean it kind of is I don't know, to me it's a little surprising of how well it's done. But I don't know, there's part of me too that's just like I remember Black Ops 2, it's a lot of people revered as one of the best Call of Duties, if not the best Call of Duty in the series, so I guess it shouldn't surprise me as much as it does, but just wild
There's
times.
a there's a lot of nostalgia bait that I don't think people really remember about games from that era. A good example of that is like a lot of people revere Halo 3 and they
Yeah.
want like a remaster or remake or re-release. I mean, that's what the Master Chief collection is. But had when was the last time you played the Xbox 360 Halo 3 version?
I couldn't tell you.
Playing playing online, I will argue is one of the best. It's definitely the best Halo experience, I think, when you're playing on LAN.
Yeah.
It's phenomenally good. Playing online though, dude, it is unplayable garbage. It is
Tough.
like people, but that's the thing is like people remember Halo 3 as being like one of the best ever multiplayer games for Xbox Live. They're like, it revolutionized online gaming. It's like, yeah, that's true. I mean, you're on the new console. It was a little bit smoother, 60 frames per second. You had relatively high speed internet, but dog, it was not fun. It was not that good. Like people put up with Halo 2 back then, 30 frames per second, old hardware, old TVs and stuff like that. You lived in like a bygone era, but man, like let me tell you, playing on the 360 now is not fun. It is just not. It feels bad. It's
Shit.
terrible.
Did not age
But that's what I
well.
mean. Is like, yeah, but most people don't know that or they don't remember that because they haven't played in a long time.
Yeah,
You know?
it's true.
Like when was the last time you played Black Ops 1 or 2 on the original hardware that it came out on?
It's been at least a couple of years. I mean, I hooked up my 360 a couple of years ago and played some games, and I was like, yeah, it's not as great as you remember, right? Just because you're so
No,
desensitized to it now. Everything's so
a
much
little
better,
bit.
like
Yeah,
graphics wise and everything.
it's just different because you have the opportunity to basically go play modern remakes on other platforms or like people's modded versions that are a little bit more optimized. You lose some of the nostalgia, sure, but the game runs better. So
Yeah,
I'm kind of curious
it's
if
true.
that's what these ports are like. I haven't actually seen any gameplay of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'll be
This
honest.
is a
I
relatively
haven't.
new article.
Yeah, I haven't either. I just know. I just there was a huge thing going around. Like they brought like the emblem editor back to kind of this port.
Hmm.
So
I miss that, dude.
there's a lot of I don't know. I think people remembered real quick why the emblem editor
Why gotta get rid
probably
of
wasn't the
it?
best idea. Like it just
Uh-huh.
it's like one of those things. Like yeah, they brought it back, but yeah, you learn real quick why it's probably not ideal to have something
Uh,
like that. Um,
they did
yeah,
not know the they did not know the internet back then.
no, they
Let's
did
just
not.
put it that way.
No, they did
Yeah.
not. So yeah, no, it's funny stuff there, but yeah, I think for the most part, it's yeah, it's I don't know. There's aspects that are great, aspects that are not, and just kind of live with it. So
Yeah. But I'm excited to come back because I'm like this being a port for our last article kind of ties into because Xbox with hinting at backwards compatibility makes you wonder, do they just not want to make like remasters of games anymore and they just want to like maybe resell the licenses for games that you already own? Like how's that work? But
yeah,
we can dive into that at the end. How about we
certainly can.
keep it trugging.
Let's go this. Here, I'll shut my door real quick, but we will get into the article.
Oh yeah, for sure. This one's a relatively long one. He's got a headset on so he can actually hear me. But basically, the industry makes great games, but nobody can find them. Pretty interesting think piece in a way. It's like, is this the opinion section of GameIndustry.biz?
I
It's a
believe
features editor.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's certainly a lengthy article. However, had some stuff in it that I thought was interesting, so I figured why not cover it.
Yeah.
Kind of run through it. Um, so thank you for reading the title. Yeah, as Mike said, this is gamesindustry.biz. It's coming from Lewis Packwood, a features editor over at gamesindustry.biz. Industry makes great games, but nobody can find them. Algorithms built to surface content are increasingly rewarding volume, familiarity, and small-term engagement over quality or originality. Concluded a work group of the oh gosh, Madeira Game Summit.
Yes.
Don't come at me. Madeira Game Summit. You know what? Do I have my
Mediara?
see if I have my thing enabled? Madeira is what my Google.
Nice.
Okay, Madeira. All right. A nice little image here. Flower field hand coming up through the flowers. Uh, at the Madeira Games Summit in May, Michael Boschko, I like that pronunciation. I'm sticking with that. Senior Business Development Manager at Modma Studios, asked a question: if we were looking back at 2026, 5 years from now, what should we have fixed when we still had the chance? That's philosophical. Really think about that. Crazy.
Mm, okay. Yeah, it is kind of philosophical.
There was a unanimous answer from the work group he was leading: discoverability. The industry already makes great games, the group concluded. The problem is that almost nobody can find them. Yet, despite years of being aware of this, almost nothing has changed, and the longer this problem goes unfixed, the more it becomes a structural threat to the long term health and cultural credibility of the medium. You know, I hadn't thought about it like that, but yeah, they might have a point. Could be on something.
I always
Algorithms.
love articles like this. Yeah.
Algorithms built to surface content are increasingly rewarding volume, familiarity, and short-term engagement over quality and originality. Postcoke said, taste-driven decisions, the kind that once gave unusual games a fighting chance, have been quietly replaced by metrics. The result is that genuinely distinctive games are being buried because the system isn't built to uncover them. Now, the next section, difficult problem. The work group found that the reason why the discoverability problem hasn't been fixed is because the solution would be expensive, risky, go against the short-term interest of almost every party involved. And there's a deeper issue underneath the discoverability problem. The industry may simply be making too much, and too little of it matters. The oversaturation principle, some may say, Mike.
Yeah.
You just start pumping games into the medium. At a certain point, it's like, all right, what's significant? What's relevant?
That's why I enjoy indie games so much, because it's like they're the ones that are innovating.
Yeah,
In a
trying
way,
new
you know?
things.
Yeah, exactly.
That game when you're walking around and you have to use in-game chat and you're solving puzzles with friends.
That's
Come on.
it's so crazy to me that it's like that's innovative now,
It's
when
a
really
simple
that's just what
concept.
games used to be. That's just what
It's
games used to be, man.
such a simple concept, but the ingrained habits of chasing proven formulas, replicating last year's hit, and optimizing for day one numbers compound the noise. The question the room kept returning to wasn't just how do players find great games, but are we still making games worth finding? Platforms have built recommendation systems that serve engagement, not discovery, while publishers greenlight games on the basis of comparable titles and wishlist velocity in order to reduce risk. Developers under pressure to ship and survive often don't have the runway to take creative risk or build audiences before launch. This guy's spinning right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like reading this. I'm like, yeah, keep
Yeah.
going. Like, bar for bar, he's going crazy.
It's all God. No.
And crucially, the group found that nobody is financially motivated to fix the system as a whole. Success depends on feeding the algorithm. Safe choice wins every time.
Mm-hmm.
Marketers have always chased the algorithm through app store optimization, store ranking manipulation, and now, increasingly, through visibility within AI-powered recommendations and LLM-driven search, all in an effort to game their way to the top. But that approach has a fundamental problem. Pajot quoted Goodhart's law. When a measure becomes a target, it ceases to be a good measure. When the metric is gamed, it stops measuring what it was meant to measure. And the result is that any product, not necessarily a great game, can rise to the top if its marketing is sharp enough. Hence, discovery stops reflecting quality and instead reflects optimization skill. Oh, you talk about the SEO argument, Mike. Get in there, Are these websites any good? Like they just get served to the top because SEO, like maybe they're not the best product.
Yep. That's kind of why Google's sort of busted now. Search algorithm, at least.
One platform veteran with decades of experience put it plainly: cracking the code of this industry may be fundamentally difficult because the vast majority of the audience operates on instinct. Rather than research or reviews, they rely on immediate gut reaction. But that isn't a reason to give up. It's a reason to take the problem seriously. The TikTok culture, as they say, Mike, the attention span shot. What gets the attention? When you're making a movie or something. Like I heard a podcast. I think like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck were on Joe Rogan. I don't really watch Joe Rogan, but like the clips, and I saw this when they were talking about like AI and all that. But like Matt Damon had mentioned, like apparently like Netflix executives were in the room and they were saying like, how can we grab the attention as quickly as possible within the first like, I don't know, 30 seconds, 5 minutes of the movie. And it's like, whoa. Like when you think about it, it's like we're trying to optimize for grabbing quick attention in movies.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
It's insane when you think about it. How can discoverability be fixed? The work group was clear that when it comes to discoverability, platforms have the most structural power and the least accountability. They control discovery at scale, yet operate largely as black boxes. Developers and publishers have minimal visibility of how their game performs, meaning optimization is based on guesswork. The group concluded that platforms need to open up, provide proper attribution tools, granular analytics, and a genuine commitment to human curation alongside algorithmic recommendations. Platforms need better editorial placements, more of them, and commercial terms that incentivize a diverse publishing ecosystem rather than concentrating attention on titles that are already visible. Work on the algorithms, man.
Yeah.
Just
What'd you say?
you're hammering the good stuff. Work on the algorithms. Why don't you
Yes.
every now and again show the other stuff? You know, like, hey,
Yeah.
thought you might like this. It's like an indie game with 30 downloads. Hey, it might be good.
Yeah.
Publishers,
30
meanwhile,
down.
yeah.
Yeah, go
What were you gonna say?
ahead. Just go ahead. I almost got stuck on the indie dev stuff.
Listen, publishers, meanwhile, need to stop trying to be everything to everyone. The group decided. Those publishers that consistently cut through noise share one trait: a clear identity and a committed audience. Paradox Interactive was the example the room kept returning to. A publisher that built a self-sustaining community around a specific type of game and made that community its most powerful discovery engine. There's a screenshot of Crusader Kings 3 maker, Paradox Interactive. To give an example of a publisher built around a specific genre. Some Crusader Kings in there.
Crusader Kings. I never played that game.
Yeah, I've heard great things. Never played it. In other words, the work group concluded publishers should commit to a lane and build genuine expertise within it. The alternative, a broad catalog with no identity, is essentially invisible in discoverability terms. The group recommended that developers should treat community building not as a market phase, but as part of the creative process, starting from the moment the game is conceived, not the moment it ships. I mean, honestly, you should probably think about end to end, right? I think it's important to think about end to end, especially in game development. Now, to their point, they may not be as, especially for like newer indie devs or like newer companies, that may not be as easily like seeable, or may not be like a obvious foresight to be like, all right, like how can we market this? How can we, optimize for the best outcome, before we even start writing code or, drawing stuff.
I also think that could be like a culture problem too.
Yeah,
Like you gotta have like ownership into the whole team for them to be committed to deliver on something like that. But
yeah,
that could
it's
be wrong.
true.
It's just my interpretation.
It's true. In addition, the group advised that the games that get found are almost always the ones that are genuinely different, echoing the conclusions of Rami Ismail's workshop at the Madeira Games Summit. Taking creative risks, the group argued, such as unexpected mechanics or an unconventional structure, is no longer just artistically worthwhile, but strategically necessary. You cannot outspin the major players, they concluded, so the only remaining leverage is to outthink them. You think about that. It's like you think about like older mythology, and it's like, I just watched the Odyssey, and they were talking about like, kind of Odysseus' son is like prepping the fight. I forgot his name, but he's like prepping the fight, and he's like trying to learn how to fight and everything with sword. And he's like, and his apprentice, whatever, is like, you're not the biggest warrior, you're not the strongest warrior, but
Yeah,
you can outsmart him, kind of thing. Like that.
yeah.
That's how you win.
That's
So
that's the key.
so it's like it goes back to Greek mythology and all that. It's like, may not be the biggest player or the biggest game or anything, but hey, if you think of a couple ideas that are outside the box, and you can outsmart them easily. So
That's really what you got to do. Honestly, you got to basically figure out what your niche is and then maximize it. I mean, that goes for like anywhere.
yeah,
Figure out what you get at.
true. Finally, investors and service providers remain largely absent from the conversation, the group said, which is itself part of the problem. Funding structures that demand fast returns push publishers and studios towards safe bets. Changing that will require investors that are willing to back a longer arc. Patient stakeholders. How frequent are those, Mike? Come on.
Patience? There's nobody patient anymore.
That's what
Dog.
I'm saying.
Ain't
Stakeholders,
nobody patient
especially,
no more.
they don't want
No.
that money, dog.
Always. They want they give their money not because they want to make something better. They give it to get it back as quickly as possible for twice the money. That's what they church for. Is
Amen.
what it is.
The work group concluded that business leaders in the games industry should stop: 1, building marketing plans around platform features; 2, greenlighting based on comparables alone; 3, treating curation as someone else's job; and 4, living in the past. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, can't argue with that.
Stop living in the past, dude.
The game doesn't look like something that already worked. That's not a red flag. It's potentially the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah, if it's not something you see on the market already, doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be a flop. Just saying. Um,
That's true too, yeah. But you are taking a massive risk. That's probably
I
a
mean,
lot
yeah,
of this as well.
yeah,
Like you want to fit a trend, but you don't want to be so niche that nobody's going to look at your job, you know?
yeah, yeah. I mean, you're making anything creatively, you're inheriting some amount of risk, right? Some greater than others. If you're making a sequel to something that's great, though, it's probably not as risky unless like you actually like just annihilate the story and then up. But yeah. Conversely, the workshop group recommended that business leaders should start owning your marketing, bringing taste back into the room, making fewer, more meaningful bets, taking genuine creative risks, fixing the information asymmetry. And they said, elaborating on that point, platforms should give developers and publishers the data they need to understand what's working and why, the group said, noting that opacity helps nobody in the long run. Okay, it's nice to get that clarification. Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to think too, like to your point, it's like the amount of risk you take on. It's like, I mean, yeah, it's like effectively you're saying like, yeah, we should like just take on more risk, guys. What's the problem? Like, it's kind of the thing. It's like,
Like it's kind of one of those like jobs are at stake, so you better
yeah,
get it done right as well. Like, yeah, it's not a position that I
yeah,
necessarily want to be in.
yeah, me neither. Me
The
neither.
consumer entertainment industry, that's freaking brutal.
Yeah. And then the last little section of this article, no future regrets. The gaming industry has spent years diagnosing the discoverability problem, concluded by Jacques Bushko. Sorry, Bushko. The diagnosis,
Bushka.
the diagnosis is no longer the hard part. What the work group agreed on, with unusual clarity, is that the window to act is now, while the medium is still growing and the damage is still reversible. In 5 years, the games that deserved to be found but weren't will be gone. The studios that couldn't survive the noise will have closed. The audiences that might have been built never formed. That's the thing worth fixing this week. Not because it's easy, but because in 5 years, we knew and did nothing will be the hardest sentence to say out loud. Oh man.
Yeah.
It makes you think like as I mean, we follow the industry relatively closely. Um, you know, how dire do you think this is? Like how many games do you think will come out in the next 5 years that that'll just miss kind of like their peak or their boom because they just didn't quite find the audience they were looking for.
A lot. Like a lot. I feel like people are making games more often than they ever have. It's like more accessible to more people. And I can think of so many games that I thought would be massive success, but for whatever reason, there was just never an audience for it.
Just flop.
Like, yeah, man, like Splitgate, I thought would have been like extremely popular, especially because it came out during a time when like all the arena shooters were terrible, man. They were just bad.
Yeah,
Um, I thought that Mecha Break would have been amazing as well. But I mean, that's really only popular in like China, basically.
yeah,
Um, I guess it's a culture thing too. I don't know. It's an odd one, man. It really is. But
yeah.
hmm,
I mean, it certainly makes you think. I mean, each one. I mean, you could take the perspective. It's like, oh well, if your game didn't find an audience, maybe it just wasn't good enough. Although, kind of a harsh take. I wouldn't necessarily agree with. It's kind of like I don't know. I think there's definitely. I mean, there's definitely games that are come out that just aren't going to find their audience, and marketing could play a role in that. I mean, I think too. There's a
yeah,
lot of good stuff that could come out too. That's just like very popular, and it just kind of overshadows the market in general. So there's a reason I think pretty much nobody's releasing a game in November because of Grand Theft Auto, right? Like, it's just
yeah, because it's one of those hype games that everybody in the world's gonna be playing.
yeah, like everyone's gonna
It's
have that
odd,
GameCube.
dude. Yeah, and I think like you're losing free marketing from streamers because I don't think streaming is as popular as it used to be. Like the golden era of streaming is kind of done. Um, a lot of people aren't really playing video games like they once were. I don't know. We kind of peaked during the pandemic years because everybody
Yeah,
was just home consuming content constantly. And now it's like a full blown grind fest. I don't know anybody that's not just grinding their tail off right now.
yeah, that's kind of
Maybe
how it
that's because
seems, man.
just getting older, but
Kind
I
of how
don't
it
know.
seems. Yeah, like at least in my estimation, like streaming isn't as popular as it was, and who knows? I mean, in the growing age of the digital and the AI and everything, maybe more and more people are just seeking that human interaction again. There's not as kind of inside as much, you know. At
Yeah,
least that's kind of my take. Could be a off base take, but I don't know. It seems like kind of from a human standpoint that would probably make sense. It's crazy, man.
it's really crazy, honestly. But this was a good article.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're good games. You just got to go find them.
yeah. Sometimes you got to put in more effort than yeah you would
Which is
think, but
crazy. Yeah, yeah, but it's
it's easy
true.
to write off stuff, but probably find something you like. So
Hmm.
we could probably find something we like in the leaked roadmap for Xbox.
Allegedly leaked.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, there's some valuable sources. A lot of these leaks that keep coming out about Xbox end up being true, and so much so that like Xbox is, oh yeah, this is true. Now we're gonna postpone everything because it was true. It's like, come on, guys, like, what are we doing? Um, and yeah, Fraser Gilbert wrote this article just the other day. It's from PureXbox.com. It is called "Leaked Roadmap Hints at Xbox Plans for Backwards Compatibility in 2026 to 2028." Interesting. So, Xbox made a big splash last month by announcing that the backwards compatibility program was officially making its debut on PC, and a new leaked roadmap hints at what to expect from this in the months and years ahead. The timeline has been shared by multiple people on social media, including The Verge's Tom Warren. You can see below how it also incorporates the disc to digital feature that has been heavily rumored out yet, but yet to be announced. Let us talk about what Tom Warren posted. I don't know which one. I guess the excuse me, a little bit of congestion, allergies are kicking my butt. So he did a quote tweet, but basically it started with Scoop. Microsoft is bringing Xbox 360 games to PC. A leaked Xbox roadmap um, lays out the future of Xbox Back Compact and Microsoft's plans to test its Xbox disc to digital program with Xbox insiders soon. Details are below into the Verge article. Then he went ahead and said, "It looks like devs won't have to do any engineering work to just to get Xbox 360 and Xbox games on PC. Microsoft's Xbox PC emulator handles it all." Interesting. There is a Microsoft. Well, there is an Xbox emulator called Xemu, XEMU, that a lot of people have been using for like throwback games as well. They download games legally or play them on their PC. So I'm curious how this is going to work because for the longest time, I think the 360 did it first. It was yeah, I think it was the 360. They built an emulator on the Xbox 360, so when you were doing backwards compatibility, you weren't actually playing the software on like the hardware that it was set up for. You were playing it on the emulator.
Hmm.
It was like an entire like background thing because like the Microsoft Xbox first console, the software with it was so incomplete and had holes in it that you could really manipulate. It was like very very basic and bare bones. Whereas the 360 was freaking locked down hardcore. It was like very difficult to mod. Anyways, more you know. Anyways, this little graphic I'm gonna enlarge, and of course it takes me to freaking X. Microsoft handles this is back compact. What does what? Microsoft builds emulator, local PC emulation, certification, and compatibility testing, storefront ingestion, listing, and merchandising, player support, updates, regressions, and ongoing maintenance. You provide, and this is for the companies, decisions, not engineering, title opt in confirmation, commercial parameters, price, Game Pass, promotions, brand sign off. So, timeline 2026 and beyond, all dates are subject to change. So, July 2026, disc to digital insider public beta, back compat early access, original Xbox titles. Nice. August, so next month, or no, this month. Disc to digital general availability ships to all Xbox One and Xbox X owners. October 2026, back compact on PC full launch. Original Xbox titles on PC via Game Pass or the Xbox Store. And then 2027, and 2028, Xbox 360 catalog gradual rollout across next gen Xbox devices. Cool.
Next gen.
To clarify, the timeline says that backwards compatibility's early access period for PC began in July and should receive a full launch in October, when more original Xbox titles will presumably become available. The idea is then to provide a gradual rollout of Xbox 360 titles throughout 2027, 2028. We are particularly intrigued by the mention of next gen devices rather than the PC in the final bit of the timeline, which might suggest that Project Helix won't feature support for all Xbox 360 backwards compatibility titles out of the box. Then again, perhaps it's just strange wording. We'll have to wait and see. For what it's worth, The Verge says that the developers will have a lot of control over this too. With 360 games, developers can opt into making them backwards compatible, and they will have control over things like game prices and if it's available on Game Pass. The slide in the image above pretty much confirms everything that The Verge is saying here. It clearly mentions how devs and publishers are responsible for decisions, not engineering, and that Microsoft will handle everything regarding the implementation of backwards compatibility on PC. Does it mean that we could get a brand new additions to the BC program that has never even been backwards compatible on consoles before, though? The leaked roadmap doesn't confirm this either way, but seems to suggest that if developers and publishers are happy to sign off on it, they could potentially re-release their games on Xbox. Let's wait and see what happens in the months ahead, and we'll also be keeping an eye out on more distant digital details very soon. The document suggests that it was supposed to be rolled out in the Xbox Insiders in July, as was seemingly teased at the time, but Tom Warren says it's since been pushed back slightly. Stay tuned. How you feel, man? Do you feel like Xbox is making some moves in the right direction?
Hey man, enough titles backwards compat. It certainly wins fans over. Just say that. I'm certainly
Could be
intrigued.
good.
As Game Pass PC subscriber to see how see what I can play. Whether it's original Xbox 360, like it'd be cool to have just kind of more options there. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, it could be really cool. I think it'd be very interesting to look at. There's a it's a good opportunity to play backwards compatible games. I wonder how many developers won't do this because, like, I are they losing out on the ability to remaster their games by doing this? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
good
does it?
question.
It's going to be interesting marketing and brand choice for some IPs and developers, but there are some stuff where I'm like, it would be really cool to play the next gen devices, whether or not they actually mean the Helix. I don't care if I can play like if I can play on my phone, that would be nice. Like very seamlessly.
Yeah,
That'd be
that'd be cool.
really cool. Yeah, because some of these games really aren't that much in the grand scheme of things. Like the original Xbox game, I think Halo is like 2.4 gigabytes. Maybe no, wait, there's no way. Let's see,
Sorry,
file
I gotta Google this
size
real
of
quick.
the original Halo 2. 4.5 to 4.7. You can basically cut it down to roughly like 2 point something if you get a bare bones multiplayer only setup because it'll fit on the partitions of a lot of stuff. But the point I'm trying to make is even if you do the full game, 5 gigabytes, most phones, man, they're going like 20. Like how many gigabytes does your phone have?
256.
Yeah. So get me ready. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah,
mine's like a terabyte. I'm unaffected.
this guy's
So,
cracked.
well, I upgrade my phone once every like 6 or 7 years.
Same
So,
here. It's been 4 years
yeah.
since I've upgraded mine.
Yeah. Let me see. Samsung S24 Ultra storage size. Yeah, I get the terabyte, 1 terabyte. But the point I'm trying to make is like I spent that much money because I take a lot of pictures and videos for work. So I need the high quality because it'll
Ah,
save me in the future. And that's honestly the reason why I get Samsung phones from the get-go. Their phone cameras are by far the best. Optimization on social media platforms, which I don't really use that anymore, it's trash. But it doesn't affect me, It's just like different
yeah.
purposes for. It's a tool for a different use, other than just making phone calls. But the point I'm trying to make here is like backwards compatibility on your phone, and now you have the ability to like sync up through Bluetooth almost any like controller to your phone. The ability to freaking download a Microsoft backed emulator with Xbox Game Pass. Maybe you don't have to pay anything at all. Maybe one-time payment to then turn this device into a mobile Xbox. Bro, I would love that so much. I know I can do that illegally, but I'm not going to. You know what I mean? It would just be really, really cool. Yeah, it'd be really, really fun. It'd make things a heck of a lot easier for me. Imagine we're playing on the old emulator and they're perfected Microsoft backed emulators, original Halo 2, and instead of us pulling out 16 giant CRTVs, we just pull out tablets.
All right,
Right?
guys, load up Halo 2. Let's go.
Yeah, seriously. That's kind of the future if they had the source code for the game. But yeah,
Man,
anyhow.
it's so funny. It's like pull to the LAN, or like you're just like about to join with your buddies online. You guys are just all at your own house, but you're just like, all right, I'm pulling out my phone, and they just dominate on their phone.
Yeah, dude.
So funny.
Make things so much easier.
Be
Yeah.
hilarious. Yeah, I don't know, exciting stuff.
Hmm.
Good thing to
That's looking good, dude.
good thing to end on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, man. Good news. Good news. Um, love to see it. Yeah. Outside of that, man, I think we're kind of done with the articles for today. It's a little bit late, a little bit chilling. Um, yeah, I don't know what else to say. What you got?
I don't know. I ain't got anything else, man. Go play some big walk, dude. If you have some boys, have some
You
people to
said
play with.
pickleball?
No, big
No,
walk,
I'm just
dude. Play
joking.
some big
I know,
walk.
I'm just joking. I forgot who it was, but there was a Discord server that somebody was like, "Yo, we need to go over here and we need to play Big Walk. Somebody go over here and download this and start playing with us." I need to figure out who it was because it sounds like a lot of fun. It really does. I want to go back and play Sea of Thieves. It's been freaking ages. Literally, I think the
Gosh,
last time I played Sea of Thieves with you and Lord Sled. Yeah,
Lord Sedge, dude.
Lord Sedge. Yeah, I said Sledge. My bad.
Lord Sledge. Shout out Lord Sledge.
Yeah, man.
Nah, man, it's yeah, I haven't heard Sea Thieves in forever. Kind of threw me off with that one, but I probably got a new
I
update
just want
going
to play
on.
some
So,
games, man.
want
Just want to play some games.
to hang out with
That's
the
all I
boys,
want to
man.
do. Yeah, honestly, I need to start getting some reps in for Halo 2 because we got the land next week, and I got to make sure I get drafted.
Trying to dominate.
That's the
So,
goal. Yeah, we got a stacked freaking lobby, bro. We got so many people coming, and everybody's a freaking goat.
why don't you
So,
just coach again and win? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but we are going to stream it, by the way. So next week, when this article goes live, like when our podcast goes live for next week, I'll remind everybody in the next recording, we will be streaming. So, and we got, dude, I don't want to give any spoilers yet. I'll do a little bit of a teaser though. MVC has been working on a project where it will self automate and run OBS for us. It will switch POVs. It takes record of scores automatically. It provides stats automatically. And one of the coolest things is keep in mind this is the original Xbox 2001, bro. And it like you've watched Counter-Strike tournaments, right? Or
Yeah.
Valorant tournaments.
Oh,
You know when you get to see like people's like character and bar like a score thing or any honestly Call of Duty does this, Halo does this, where you get to see all the players listed, what guns they have, their health,
oh
the
yeah, yeah.
like there's some backup. He got that to work. It is nuts. So, yeah, I'm very much excited and I'm
That's
ready
crazy.
to like we got to set it up on my PC. It's gonna take a little bit of calibrating, but once we get it up and running, probably gonna start on it this weekend. Get it up and running, get it perfected, have it all set up. I got to brainstorm what my options are to make sure we're good because I don't want anybody getting into my personal stuff.
Right.
So I might have to create a new profile and then recalibrate everything on that end. So I might start
Yeah.
with like a fresh new like Microsoft Windows user build. Um, we'll see. But point I'm making is this could be really, really cool. And I think a lot of people should tune into it when we have it set up. And we're going to be streaming so long as the internet's good, like nonstop.
All right.
Hmm.
Say less. I'm in.
Say less. You said I'm in. Whatever. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good time, and I'm very much excited for it. But that's all I got to really yap about, man. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't have anything else.
yeah. What are you gonna do? All right. Let us let the people go. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Really quick little recap. We got timestamps in the link below, or well, the description below. I mean, we have links in the description below that you can go check out for all the articles that we basically sourced and kind of read out. And go show love and support to the original writers. And yeah, that's really it. Pretty much these are the 4 articles we thought was worth mentioning. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in. We will see you in the next one. And yeah, I'm Michael Ante. That's Kyle Heath. This is the M2 Podcast. We'll see you next week. Take it easy. Peace out.
Bye, everyone.
Adios. Bye.